This is a wild cherry from the mountains, from their own trees, and they pickle it for weeks. I mean, it looks more like a tomato, but apparently it's a cherry. Guys, and welcome to Cuisine TV, where we quiz the cuisine, and we are about to kickstart our latest series, Cuisine in Albania. Just look around you. We're in the Albanian Alps at the moment, in the north of the country, bordering Montenegro, and the views are ridiculous. You've got mountains everywhere, you've got waterfalls, you've got the rivers flowing through. This is going to be epic. This place has also got some culinary delights which we're going to be showing you. Now, you can be forgiven if your initial opinion of Albania, particularly from the snooty British-centric opinion, is it's a land of people smugglers and drug dealers. Because that's what we've been taught to believe. In fact, Hollywood, any movie that you see, Taken, that great franchise, Albanians were literally the gangsters that kidnapped the guy's daughter. We will have our revenge. Remember that legendary line? Marco from Tropoja. In fact, we drove past Tropoja yesterday. This great nation has been spun to look like nothing more than basically criminality at its finest. We're here to unpick that awful stereotype. We're going to be showing you just how incredible Albania is. The vast landscape, the exceptional food, the rich culture. It's going to be unbelievable. The history of this place is great. You've got basically Orthodox Christianity, Catholicism basically was apparent here up until the 15th century when the Ottomans came in and started spreading Islam. Right now, over half the population are Muslim, technically a Muslim country, but you see Catholics, Orthodox and Sunni Muslims all living in perfect harmony. Joining me on this series, I've brought none other than the great Obai Afifi. How are you, my friend?
Very well, very well.
How are you feeling?
I'm excited, mate. I'm excited. There's a lot to see, a lot to do, a lot to eat.
Now, there's a lot of Muslim influences in Albania, some Arab, and that's why this guy here, who's an Egyptian, he's going to basically delve in to certain cultural traits that resemble the glorious Middle East. What's the first thing you picked up on?
They look like us. A lot of them look like us.
No, I was talking about the word.
Oh,
the place.
The place.
What's it called?
I can't say it on camera, mate.
You've got to say it, mate.
I can't
say it.
It's cosmic, but means something different to our Egyptian friends.
Pronounce it in Egyptian.
You're gonna have to bleep this out.
I will. So there's a place called here in Albania, ladies and gentlemen. If you want Arab culture at its finest, found in Albania, go to it's a place in the north of the country. So look, we're going to be having a great time. We're going to be showing you just how great this country is. Cuisine friends, this is Cuisine in Albania. Right guys, your TikTok has been overtaken by the trending Balkan breakfast site Cuisine TV. We decided to one-up everyone else and actually come to the Balkans. We're in the Albanian Alps. Look at the stunning view behind me. We've come to a hotel that's situated deep in the village of Thes, which sits in the Albanian Alps. And we're gonna have a Balkan breakfast right here, right now. Look at this unbelievable spread of food in front of me. As one man on TikTok described it, it's very primal. But in this case, it's not that primal. It's actually quite sophisticated. There's all different types of cheeses, proteins, vegetables, lots of olive oil everywhere. I think this is actually going to be quite delicious. Now, we're going to start with something called the laknur first. This is a traditional Albanian item. It's kind of like a frittata. There's eggs in there, garlic, and some other shit. Let's give it a bite. It's quite crispy, like a bread. Oh my god. That's basically a crunchy garlic bread. It's unbelievable. It's a bit biscuity in texture. I've never tasted anything like this. Quite dry on the inside, dry, crispy, extremely garlicky, but something that would definitely keep Dracula away. Very, very nice indeed. Now look, when we got this and we were like, is this the Balkan breakfast? We were told, actually no, this is an Albanian breakfast. Albanians say they do it slightly differently to the rest of the Balkan people. So, we've got all sorts of stuff here. We've got olives infused with oranges. Then we got standard olives. Then we've got two different types of cheeses. We've got sardines, we've got mackerel, we've got bread, we've got tomato, and we've got a really special kind of egg. This egg is basically left in vinegar for a few minutes and then it's cooked. So it's like a poached vinegary egg, but again, a very traditional mountainous Albanian way of eating things. Let's go. I'm gonna go for the egg first, which is still deliciously yolky. Look at that. Look at that beautiful colored egg. Nice and orange. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Delicious. Being out here in the mountains means that egg is probably sub-zero in temperature, but very, very delicious. Can't really taste any of that vinegar he was talking about in all honesty, but still very delicious. Let's get a little bit of this. Look at that. Oh, we got fresh eggs. Thank you very much. Wow, I didn't even order this, but there you go. That's the treatment we love. Bit of fresh egg. I'm gonna get some of the mackerel here.
Do you want eggs?
Eggs? That's pickled mackerel. Unbelievable. That was the mackerel, sorry. Mackerel's got a very distinctive taste to it. First one was sardine, but very, very delicious. Super pungent in flavour. Actually though, very, very delicious. Now, enough of that. Another really awesome thing about this place that I need to show you is they've got an assortment of jams that are all locally sourced from around this mountainous region. I don't even know what everything is. I've just been told there's cherry there, there's fig there, raisins there, loads of different types, but these are all locally sourced, locally produced. This takes organic to a whole new level, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. That was cherry. Oh my god, that fig jam is unbelievable. These are genuinely some of the best jams I've had in my life. Something about being up in the mountain, being conducive to jams. I don't know why that is. I don't know if you've seen that. I think the Balkan people really love their jams as well. Now, before we wrap up, I'm going to show you another thing that's super, super special. That tree over there is a cherry tree. They grow their own cherries and then they pickle them and then they serve them in yogurt with honey. Pickled cherry, locally sourced. The cherry looks a little bit like a tomato. Here we go. Ooh, that is very, very sour. That pickled cherry cuts through everything. The yogurt is actually quite rich as well, but it works in wonderful harmony. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been getting excited about a Balkan breakfast. We've just upped it. All right, this Albanian breakfast just gets better and better. The owner of this place has just brought out a special Albanian tea. He refuses to tell me what's in it and is insisting that I drink it. I hope there's no raki in here.
No.
Let's go.
Okay. You see the red rose there? You see the 21 kilo limons in vitamin C.
My God.
So it's full with the vitamin C.
It's like, you told to leave it in the back of your throat because you get this really tangy, tingly sensation. I mean, this is incredible. It tastes more like an iced tea because it's kind of cold, but it's absolutely brilliant and it works wonderfully well with all of this food.
That's old coffee for you.
Cheers, boss. Thank you very much. Very nice. Traditional Albanian rice pudding. Wow. Look at the texture. It's super dense. It's not as creamy as a kind of standard rice pudding. It's less creamy and significantly more dense. There's some sort of raisins in there, and it's topped off with walnuts. It's very good, very sweet, very dense, but not creamy at all. It's quite strange actually. It's unlike any other rice pudding I've ever had, but wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Albanian breakfast, not Balkan breakfast, in Thethi Hotel. This place is unbelievable. Now, as all great travellers do, they start their journey off in the mountains by having a taste of the crisp, clean, fresh mountain water. So we are going to drink from the river. It's the Lumi I Thethith, which I believe is the river Thethith. Right, let's go. All right, it's time to taste the fresh mountain water of the river Thethith. Let's go. Oh, that is sweet and glorious. The best mineral water money can buy, except it's free, so it's even better. But Obzi, you're up. You are up, my friend.
Egyptians notorious for waterborne illnesses back in the villages, so my ancestors would be looking on with pride and disgust in equal measure. You know what? It's crisp.
That's good water.
It's crisp.
That's great water. Oh God, you know what? River Thethi, you taste good, mate. Alright guys, the next place we're going to be eating at in Theth is called Alpet Theth, and this place is absolutely beautiful. It's literally on the edge of the mountain, overlooking the most incredible scenes of the mountainous Albanian Alps, and we are about to devour a traditional Albanian meal. Lots of fish here because the restaurant doesn't serve, we believe, halal food, so we're sticking to seafood options. But
Restrictions apply.
restrictions do apply. We're going to start by one of the most traditional Albanian things you can have, and that's pickles. These guys up in the mountains love to pickle produce. It's basically historically a way of preserving food items up in the cold. So this is a big part of their culture, and here we've got tomatoes and gherkins. Let's go.
That's it. I'll start with tomato.
Shove the whole thing in your mouth.
Start.
Pickle challenge. Whole thing in the mouth. Let's see if we can handle it. Bismillah. That
Sharp.
sharp, acidic, pickly, as you might expect, but delicious.
Very good.
Pickled tomato, very good. Have a little bit of original pickle.
Strong.
Very good. Next up, broccoli and cauliflower.
What's not to like?
This isn't pickled. This is just standard steamed veg. Very bland.
Bit mushy.
Bit mushy. Nothing special. Now, this is something I'm very excited about because, again, this is Albanian burek. We've had burek all over the world. It's obviously a pastry dish, quite common in the Balkans. The Turks love it with cheese. Sometimes they'll put a bit of meat in it. The way the Albanians do it is by putting yogurt inside. So there's no cheese in here. It's just almost like this curdled yogurt. Albanian burek.
That's very good.
It's got the perfect amount of crisp to it. It's actually quite salty. The yogurt actually tastes a bit cheesy. I mean,
It's a bit cottagey.
Yeah, it tastes more like cottage cheese. Definitely yogurt, but it's still got the right level of salty notes to it.
Not very good.
Happy with that one?
Softer.
Soft on the inside,
Softer
right?
than the standard burek.
I think you know what I'm waiting for next now.
It's fish time.
Fish time. Now for the main event, people. Do it. Oh, yeah. Now, this is literally freshly caught trout. You've got a pond out there. They grab the trout from there and they cook it in the kitchen. Slap it on coal fire to give it that charcoal taste. Ready?
Born ready.
Let's go.
By the way, the skin is piping hot.
I mean, this is literally a very, very simple way of cooking the fish. Not much flavors on them, not much spices. I think it might just be salt and pepper. Kept the skin on, so it's got a little bit of crispiness to it. Bones are all in there, so you got to be a bit careful. Here we go.
Clean as you like.
That's purity.
It's very smoky, but it's very nice.
But the flesh of the fish is unbelievable. Right?
Unreal.
It's kind of just melting in your mouth, soft. Oh, there's nothing,
Tastes fresh.
Nothing
Tastes like
beats.
fresh.
That's what I'm gonna say. Nothing beats a good fresh fish, right? You can tell when it's fresh.
Take it from a Bengali.
Fresh. Take it from Bengali, exactly. Verdict? Out of 10?
Solid 8.5.
8.5. Egyptian gives it 8.5. Benji gives it an 8.